gentlemen, Jasper Gonzo here. What's next? Two stories I'm going to concentrate on for this morning. One is incredibly serious, and the other one is incredibly truth-telling. Let's take a look. This comes out of Breitbart. Report, 13 and 15-year-old girls charged in fatal DC carjacking to get plea deal. Now, for those who are unfamiliar with this, this was the carjacking of one Mohammed Anwar, Uber driver. He picked up two girls, 13 and 15. Possible argument ensued, and that's alleged. They tried to take his vehicle. He tried to fight back in some way, and for those who didn't see the video, clearly shows him trying to separate himself from these girls by taking off and trying to regain control of his vehicle, and the vehicle flipped over, ejecting him from the vehicle. He landed on the sidewalk and then later on died because of injuries. The two 13 and 15-year-old girls charged with the armed fatal carjacking of a man recently in Washington, D.C. will reportedly receive a plea deal. Quote, the Washington Post, which sat in on a virtual hearing for the two juveniles held on Wednesday, reports that the prosecutors had told the judge they were expecting to give attorneys plea bargain offers in the next day or two. Fox 5 reported Friday. It was the teenagers' second court appearance, the outlet said. The girls were charged following an alleged carjacking. There was no alleged. The video clearly shows that. That left an elderly Uber Eats driver, excuse me, dead. Breitbart reported initially March 25th. Police confirmed two young teenage girls aged 15 and 13 were formally charged Wednesday with crimes including felony murder and alleged carjacking resulting in the death of 66-year-old grandfather Mohammed Anwar on March 23rd. The girls, whose identity had been withheld due to, of course, being minors, hijacked Anwar's vehicle. Authorities say the girls may have used a stun gun on Anwar, causing the loss of control that led to the fatal crash. Anwar's car flipped as it traveled near Nationalist Park on the 1200 block of Van Street in Southeast. Anwar was thrown, ejected from the vehicle onto the sidewalk, and of course, DC Fire EMS responded, transporting Anwar to the local hospital where he later died. I wasn't going to show the video. I did a video on this at the time it happened. It's very telling, but it makes it very clear that the two girls were trying to take his vehicle. He tried to somehow gain control of his vehicle, possibly maybe that they would have gotten scared and jumped out of the vehicle when he tried to regain control. Now that we know that a weapon was used, a stun gun on him, causing him to lose control, and then, of course, the fatal crash. There is no plea deal, period. These two girls should be going into juvie till they're 21 and then serving prison time for 10, 15, 20, 25 years, whatever it is. The fact of the matter is these two caused the death of this man. Simple. Clear cut. There's no innuendos. There's no circumstantial evidence. There's no hearsay. There's no he said, she said. Basically, the video clearly shows what these two girls did. So to me, I think a plea deal is a joke. It's an absolute effing joke. You had a gentleman who just tried to make a better life for himself in here in America. I don't know his legal status. With this, it doesn't matter at this point. The family lost a father. They lost a grandfather. And they're not going to have closure. If this takes place, they will not have closure. It's absolutely disgusting. But that's just me. Now, part two. We go to the Blaze. And this is a story that went viral a couple of days ago where Charles Barkley spoke regarding race in America, and it exploded. He was dropping truth bombs. Charles Barkley, speaking on race in America, says both parties are designed to make us not like each other so they can keep their grasp of money and power. We don't live in their neighborhoods. We got all the money. Let's make the whites and blacks not like each other. Let's make rich people and poor people not like each other. Now, let's hear it from the man himself.
Man, I think most white people and black people are great people. I really believe that in my heart. But I think our system is set up where our politicians, whether they're Republicans or Democrats, are designed to make us not like each other so they can keep their grasp of money and power.
Exactly.
They divide and conquer. I truly believe in my heart most white people and black people are awesome people. But we're so stupid following our politicians, whether they're Republicans or Democrats. And their only job is, hey, let's make these people not like each other. We don't live in their neighborhoods. We all got money. Let's make the whites and blacks not like each other. Let's make rich people and poor people not like each other. Let's scramble the middle class. I truly believe that in my heart.
It's exactly where bombs get dropped. Talking hardcore facts here. Truth bombs, and more truth bombs. Charles called it out, and that's exactly what it is. It's all about money and power. It's all about how can we keep this country divided? We saw during the Obama years, 8 years, Obama had the chance to try to bring some kind of unity, to say, hey, we're going to sit down with black communities, Hispanic communities, white communities, law enforcement, religious groups. We're going to try to sit down with them and try to bring, bring some kind of, quote, peace among them. No. When Ferguson burned, which begat Black Lives Matter, Obama sat there. He stood there like Nero, turned his back, played his fiddle. Ferguson burned. Baltimore burned. He allowed it to happen. He didn't step in and say, hey, you know what? This needs to stop right now. No. After Baltimore, oh, well, you know what, blah, 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 blah. That's pretty much it. It was Charlie Brown's teacher. It was ridiculous. It was stupid. It was asinine. But that was the Obama reign for 8 years. We saw under Trump, historical black colleges, millions allocated towards them. We saw millions allocated towards black communities in the Platinum Plan that Ice Cube, who is not a Trump fan, supported. You had Trump bring in, members of the black community, members of social media, black community, conservative, libertarian, liberal. He brought them in. Whatever you think of Donald Trump, he brought in Kanye West. Whatever you think about Kanye, he was willing to sit down with Donald Trump. You had those who were not fans of Donald Trump sit down with him and say, listen, how can we, between the federal government and the communities, black communities, Hispanic communities, sit down and say, okay, what can we do? Trump did more in his first few years in office, in his only term, than Obama did in 8 years. Now we look under President Dementia's term, and it's just gotten progressively worse. So Charles was 1,000% correct. It's about money and power, as I said earlier. And that's pretty much the gist. So Charles drops truth bombs. He drops facts. And you gotta love the guy. And with that being said, I'm Jazz Broganzo. This is What's Next. You want to see more comments just like this? You want to see more videos just like this? Please leave a comment below. Like it, share it, hit that subscription button, slam that notification bell so you don't miss a thing. And we'll see you next time. Peace.